Okay, guys, we are here to do the second part of the wrestling show. So, AJ Styles has officially signed his contract with WWE for 5 years. So, it sounds like he will be ending his professional wrestling career with the company. Also, it has been announced that AJ Styles will be facing Kurt Angle this Tuesday night on SmackDown Live for the first time in a WWE ring. I am actually looking very forward to this. I think that this is going to be a top match of the year quality. It was also announced today that WWE is inducting Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret Hart is the original Hart Foundation will be going into the WWE Hall of Fame. Also, there will be a official announcement later today, basically saying that the women's three-way match between Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch will be the main event, the first ever women's main event at WrestleMania this year. It does sound like they're still going to be doing the Andre the Giant Battle Royal like they normally do. And it does look like that going forward, there will be about 15 matches this year at WrestleMania. So over about 3 hours, 45 minutes of um, basically entertainment is on the way. Plus a little bit more, obviously, because they're going to be throwing in, segments with superstars probably being interviewed, and then other matches might be added as well. So give or take about 4.5 hours of entertainment at WrestleMania this year. Um, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania this year. Now that they actually have matches booked, so we're going to be evaluating. Let's evaluate some of these matches that we already know of. Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe for the United States Championship should be a solid match. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton should be awesome, in my opinion. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. I have a question for WWE. Okay, Kurt Angle, a Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, once somebody who helped build the Attitude Era, somebody who deserves a solid retirement match, and you book him against Baron Corbin. Okay, I understand the storyline. Corbin cost him his managing job on Raw. Okay, eh. Why didn't you have that resolved before WrestleMania? You could have had him face Undertaker. You could have had him face Shelton Benjamin. You could have had him face Samoa Joe, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley. I could continue going on. The Hardys, one of the Hardys. I mean, I'm not understanding your point here with Baron Corbin. Why wouldn't Corbin face, you know, somebody else at WrestleMania? Like, have him go against Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley for, like, the Intercontinental Championship. Make it like a three-way championship match. That, to me, would have made more sense. But again, it's WWE and they have new creative people involved here, so we have to figure out what's really happening with this situation. Um, Anywho, so the Usos, it sounds like we're gonna find out who they're gonna be facing at WrestleMania this week on SmackDown Live. My guess, honestly, would be either the Bar or the Hardys. I would be completely fine if those tag teams fought each other at WrestleMania for the titles. I would actually be okay with it, honestly. But again, it's really up to creative here. Um, Other than that, it does sound like Beth Phoenix might be involved with a match at WrestleMania here. We might get Natalia and Beth Phoenix versus Bayley and Sasha Banks, ladies and gentlemen. And if you throw Nia and Tamina in that match, that would be a killer match for WrestleMania. I would say do it, man. As a fan, I would actually think that would be fairly decent. But again, with the Iconics possibly being involved with a match against Bayley and Sasha too, we don't really know exactly what's happening with that. Um, and then it does sound like we're going to be figuring out this Tuesday night who's going to be getting that opportunity against Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Um, and I would not be surprised. Here's my wild card, honestly. I would not be surprised if Sonya won or Naomi. Naomi has been a SmackDown Women's Champion. Sonya Deville is perfectly capable of going to WrestleMania and producing a pretty decent match, honestly. Um, so, what I've noticed about WWE programming over the last 2.5 weeks is we've had a little bit more stuff that's kind of random, honestly. Like, Ronda Rousey, her character now apparently is going into WrestleMania as a heel because of what her husband did last Monday Night Raw um, during the Dana Brooks match. So, I mean, the fact that Ronda Rousey was attacking security guards, punching them out, and then her husband got involved as well. Um, So yeah, I guess that's the theme for WrestleMania is that she's going in as a villain apparently. And but I would think Charlotte would be the villain in this situation, but I guess not. They're just focusing on Ronda losing the championship to either one of the other women, in which we could figure this out as time went on. But WrestleMania, guys, is April 7th here, so we're getting really really close to what's going on here. So with that, I'm looking very forward to WrestleMania. I think that this is going to be a great opportunity for all the younger talent to excel in the company. And I do think that Takeover is also going to be a great event for NXT. Um, 205 Live, the Cruiserweight Championship, will be defended at WrestleMania. So we this week on 205 Live, we will have a finals match, so we'll figure out exactly who's going to be facing Buddy Murphy. Um, my guess, honestly, would be Anthony Nese. That's who I would pick, honestly. That would be the better match, but again, it's up to WWE programming, and their executives there. Um, so, the other news that I want to report real fast is Cody Rhodes is trademarking some old WCW pay-per-views and trying to have them uh, basically be involved in AEW. So he's hiring a lawyer, he's filing the paperwork, he's getting everything in order to basically take over these names, which means WWE will not be able to use these pay-per-view names going forward. So, Bash at the Beach, honestly, is one of them. I know that for a fact. And I don't exactly know the other two, but I do know that that's one that WWE owns, which he's trying to get the rights to. Um, I would not be surprised if Cody wouldn't win, honestly, because Dusty Rhodes was a part of WCW years ago, and that would not surprise me in any form or way that he would be given that opportunity. Um, It does sound like Impact is going to be going forward with their event. Rob Van Dam and Sabu are going to be facing the Lucha Brothers. I know people were kind of saying that match might not happen, but all I'm seeing is yes, it is happening. Um, so with that, I'll report a little bit more after I watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. I don't really know any of the matches scheduled for Raw so far. I just know about AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle for SmackDown Live. And it does sound like The Miz and Shane McMahon are still going to be having that match at WrestleMania. Um, I'm hearing things about maybe a street fight, maybe a TLC match. Um, but anywho, I just want to get out of your hair real fast. This is just part two. I'll probably be reporting later on in the week about my results for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and Impact Wrestling and everything else involving wrestling news. So, everybody, peace and enjoy your week.